Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Quick dash. Come.
Play action. It's Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Mike, check, 59. Come on, the ball. Check 59, Mike is 59. Who that?
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds Robinson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Come to me, it's me. Mike 27. Hit. Watch the twist. Check. Crunch. You got it.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Bell. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Watson taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 24. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Push it back.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st down, Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now Watson, and he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Watson, buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Tucker, a career 70% success rate from 50-plus. Just incredible. And the All-Pro is money from distance again there.
They ought to give him 4 points for field goals from some of the distances that this guy makes them from.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. This is Bell on the dump off. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Jackson steps away to his Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Here we go. Bang, 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 bang.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
Ready, ready. Touchdown. Hey, mark the screen. Mark the screen. Check 4, check 4.
Jackson, option right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now it's Watson, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
An update from Denver. The Patriots, they've opened a 2-touchdown advantage in that one. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Check it back, check it back. Check 49, check 49.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. From the gun, Jackson. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Switch gears, switch. Check safety, check safety. Check.
on second down, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On second and 11 now. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Watson dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, he throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, Watson.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Jackson on first down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the carry is Kelly. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready? 127. Come on, D. Save. Check 13. Check 13.
Now Jackson on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, bro. He's crazy. He's checking back.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And he'll be close to a first down at the Charger 17. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Rashawn Gary coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 99. Check 99. Tighten up. Off.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Jump. 58's the money. 58's the money. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Let's go, G. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Jackson's pass complete to Allen Robinson. Touchdown, Buffalo.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He gets it to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Set. 18. 55. Hey, eat. It's a party out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Maybe a free play for Watson. He wants it all for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Being chased out left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Again, it's Bell. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Joseph on the tackle.
It's right.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 26. Check 26.
On first down, Bell. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Switch.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to Robinson. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 27. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Just like that. Check.
Now Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd and short.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Check. Crunch. Crunch. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
To throw again is Jackson. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That was 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Man, I got you. Line him, go. Mike, 55.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Now it's Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Thomas, the intended target.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
No. Hey, look, 3. Shoot.
Now Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try again with Bell. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle.